Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to Dota 2, and we're going to start off a little bit of a thing here. We're going to be talking about how to play Dota 2 for complete noobs. So this is basically like complete scrub league, which is where I am right now. We're not even playing ranked matches because I don't really want to. And yeah, we're basically going to be talking about characters which are easy to play, which are easier to use, and which are going to help you sort of play the game without having to worry as much about sort of the stressful aspects of this game, the ones that just have very easy mechanics that you don't have to worry too much about. That's why I'm playing Ogre Magi. He's one of the easiest characters to play if you're a newer player. He's a lot of fun to play. If you're not very good at the game, he's very fun to play. And yeah, the one thing that I'm going to have difficulty with, and you're going to see that, is that I am a melee character against Lina, who is a ranged champion. So there are some downsides to this champion, but he is still fairly easy. And one of the big things that he's got going for him, he's a very durable fucker. Despite the fact that I'm only level like 2, I've got 644 hit points, and I've got actually quite a lot of armor at 2 or 7 there, sorry, which is quite a lot of armor. So I'm not going to die that easily. And despite the fact that I don't have any items that are increasing my hit points, I'm pretty freaking tanky. My health regen is also pretty high at 1 at level 1 or level 3, so 1.0 is not that bad. Of course, we're still going to need tangos, we're going to need healing selves. Our entire sort of journey at this point in time is mostly just worry about last hitting, trying to get as many of those as possible, and that's going to help us sort of make sure that we're getting ahead of the game as much as possible against this Lina. Now, Lina is a nuker sort of champion, and it's not actually that great a lane matchup against me, since I'm not going to die from a nuke combo, and I can always just leave. But my nuke combo actually can kill her later on, so she actually has to watch out for me a lot more than I have to watch out for her, so long as I keep relatively healthy. The advantage she has in this lane, in the laning process, is going to be that she can make it so that I'm not healthy, but in any event, you can see that she's wandering off. She's going to go check Ruin while I free farm a bit here, and you can see I'm getting quite ahead of her in terms of last hits. She has 2 last hits since she's been more focused on harassing me. And I've been focused mostly on last hits, which is why she hasn't really taken that much damage. All I've done is I've thrown out my Ignite, which is a really good ability. It's a lot of damage. Level 2, it's dealing about 240 damage. Against a hero, that would actually end up being about 180 damage or so. But yeah, you can just sort of see though, like she's poking me with her auto attacks instead of getting last hits, whereas I'm busy focusing mostly on my last hits. Missing a couple here. I'm working on my denies as well. But like she's trying to stop me from getting money. I'm trying to stop her from getting money a little bit, but more so I'm trying to make sure that I get money. And it's working out for me better than it is for her, because ultimately I'm just getting gradual little bits of money, and she's just not really doing much of anything. She's denied me a little bit of cash, but at the expense of her getting any cash. So at this point in time, like I just sort of am checking to make sure she's not going to go gank top, but then I noticed that Phantom Assassin is in my lane, so I figure, okay, well, I kind of have to keep her from free farming, because she gets carried away a lot more than Lina does. Even if Lina starts getting really fed, she's not a huge threat into the late game, so I don't have to worry too much about that. At this point in time, though, I've got my bottle, so rune control and checking runes is going to be a little bit more important for me than it was before, but even so. Now, here's where I screw up. I should really have just killed the Phantom Assassin here. I didn't realize that she didn't have any ranks in Blur, which is why she was taking so much damage from those minions. Which, like, if you have just 1 rank in Blur, you're not going to take much damage from minions. You're just going to do really well in terms of not losing out on that. And she has got a stout shield as well, so she really should not have been taking that much damage if she had sort of built a little bit better. Honestly, I prefer going Stifling Dagger, 1 level of Phantom Strike, and then Blur, and then capping out Stifling Dagger, and I don't like maxing out Phantom Strike, because it doesn't really add a whole lot of damage or anything, but that's besides the point, because we're going to talk about Ogre Magi. So why is Ogre Magi a great character if you're new? He's extremely durable from level 1, and he gets durable pretty quickly. Even though he's an intelligence character, I've got a strength score of 39, which is pretty huge, and it's the reason for my 891 hit points. Now, at this point, I bottle up a double damage, which is a really nice thing. I'm not going to be using it right now, but it's going to be there. But, you know, Ogre Magi, his ultimate, you don't actually have to do anything yourself with it. It's just multicast. If you hit a spell, there's a certain chance that you will literally just cast that spell multiple times. At this level, all I can do is cast it, I think, twice. But yeah, it has a chance of doing really, really good damage. It makes that Ignite an area of effect spell, which makes it good for pushing up the lane if you want to. It's just all around a very powerful ability. And once it's sort of gotten there, if you get a jackpot, there's actually a like ringing sound like you got a jackpot. It's kind of amazing, but if you get one of those, you'll just instantly kill somebody. It's amazing. Now, Phantom Assassin here is really scared of me right now, and I'm basically a full strength ogre, full health ogre with a double damage, so she does actually have to be very careful about me. There's a very good chance that I could just instantly kill her, and she does have to sort of worry about that, so as you can see, that Ignite actually got me 2 of those last hits there, and I only missed 1, but that's only because of my own incompetence. At this point in time, just doing a little bit to sort of hit their tower. Phantom Assassin is going to do a little bit to sort of try and get this wave pulled back, but I mean, I'm not really in any danger yet. At this point in time, I'm thinking of going and getting a gank up top lane, and you're going to see me go ahead and do that. With the double damage, it's going to be pretty gross, actually, and you'll see just why it's so easy to be Ogre Magi, and why I'm saying that you don't really need to be overly scared of anything when you're playing as this guy. So, coming in here, I run into a Bloodseeker, I hit him with a double cast of my big spell there, I use my double damage, and thwack. And then I start going onto this guy, boom. Okay, so double damage, 2 easy kills. That was just so easy, and that's going to get me sort of snowballing away here. I'm just going to chug down my bottle since I know there's an illusion rune over here. Gives me an opportunity to use this illusion rune, and, well, actually I go past it for some reason, I forget why. But I do end up remembering, it's like, oh yeah, no, there's something there that's important, so let's go grab that. But that's going to give me the chance to fill up my bottle and charge back up my health. Down here, things are going as they do. Unfortunately, I think Lena's going to get away here, but I can't really remember for sure. Oh, this is so derpy. Lion, you incompetent rube. Yep, there she goes. Okay, so anyway, at this point in time, though, as Ogre Magi, the big thing that I have to worry about is sort of just being able to burst down somebody with my combo here. And my combo is just WQ, and then hope for RNG to favor me. So, like, my auto attack's not too important, but I am still putting Power Treads on Intelligence. The reason for this is that Intelligence Power Treads gives you extra mana, but it also gives me more last-hitting capability, which is the only reason I want to go for that right now. Normally, I would want to have it on health so that I'd be more durable, I'd survive more things, but this way I can sort of last hit more easily. So that second one I might not have been able to kill without the Power Tread set correctly. That one I mess up anyway because I'm an incompetent rube. But yeah, at this point I'm not too threatened while I'm in lane. You'll see me switch these over to the health ones later on. Now, when you're building this character, I don't really know how to build him if you're a competent player, but at my level, the way I like to build this character is actually to make him really tanky. So what we're going to be doing is building towards the Shiva's Guard, which is a big intelligence boost, and it's also a lot of extra armor, so it's a really good tanking item. Here I find another double damage rune in the lane. This is just so ridiculous. So I'm going to use this directly to gank, and I use up my bottle before I pick it up. So, bottom lane, I mean, Lena's pushed Legion Commander way the hell back. Bane is going to go in there and just sort of get destroyed a little bit by Legion Commander with her ult. Lena's going to do that to me, and I'm just going to go multicast on her face, and then I'm going to club him in the face with my double damage as well. So that's another 2 kills for me, and that's like just putting me really, really far ahead. Like I'm almost it's almost impossible for them to really be catching up to me at this point in terms of just damage. The problem is that I have all the kills on our team, and that's going to harm us a little bit because Ogre Magi doesn't necessarily snowball as hard as say if Legion Commander or Chaos Knight was killing all those kills. I probably should have handed that one off to Legion Commander if it was possible, but I kind of actually do also want those kills because it'll help me in the mid-game just getting ahead of the enemy team to the point where they can't really beat me anywhere. At this point in time, I really should have bought my item, but you'll see me actually getting a bit killed here. I get careless because, like, the thing is I don't really know what Bane's abilities are, so that kind of screwed me over here. I do manage to clock him with that, and, like, he traps me in this bullshit, and I'm just sort of stuck. The thing is that, like, the tower decides to aggro on me while he's using his ult, So, like, I take way, way more damage than I normally would have. I thought it would have attacked one of the minions. Frankly, it probably should have, but that gets me killed pretty badly, and that's just awful. But, you know, things like that happen sometimes. Yeah, you have to sort of be careful about getting locked onto the tower. It's just that, like, I really thought it was going to hit one of the minions, and that would have been perfectly fine. I would have got out fine, but nope, wasn't what happened. So anyway, I finally finished maxing out both my Ignite and my Fire Blast. That means that my damage is sort of, like, ridiculous right now. Burn damage 50 for 8 seconds is 400 damage over a period of however much time that is, 8 seconds, I guess. Now that I think about the math of how long is 8 seconds, but anyway. This gives me an opportunity to sort of teleport back to wherever I need to be, which in this case is just going to be mid. Just start clubbing things for last hits again. And pretty much all I'm doing still, trying to get last hits. Bane is going to come in here, and I'm pretty sure this secures Lina another kill. Because our Lucifil over here, our friendly Lion, is not in experience range of these guys, so he's getting kind of screwed over, which is, I guess, okay, because it makes our Legion Commander a little bit bigger, but I would like it if it was a little bit... Like, Lion can do a lot of damage with his ult. He should be able to keep up to Lina in that regard. But he's not, so, you know, things happen. Up here, top lane, things have been pretty boring. Chaos Knight and Crystal Maiden have been just pretty much free farming it up. Medusa has not actually been able to farm, though, because we've had Phantom Assassin sort of doing her own thing. We've had sort of, you know, Bloodseeker here. He hasn't been actually doing much, and I'm pretty sure he's not disconnected. It's just that, you know, he's not been doing much. But even so, what we're going to think about is what we were doing for ourselves over here. And as you can see, that's our plate mail, which is 10 points of armor. Really good. That makes it so that we're much more likely to survive in any sort of encounter. And this gives me an opportunity to sort of run up, try and get this illusion rune. If I recall correctly, I get it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so yeah, bottle that. And I don't really have anywhere to go with it. It's not really a great ganking rune. And everyone in bot lane just got completely friggin' owned. At least they killed Bane in the process, but like Lina. The thing is, like Laguna Blade, it's just right-click somebody with low health, and then they die. Lion here, I think he's got something like 700 hit points, so basically like one auto attack and then the Laguna Blade instantly kills him, or I think Laguna Blade actually might just instantly kill him. But anyway, here we are, mid lane. Hi Phantom Assassin, yeah. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and start beating down this tower again. Try and take it down. And Phantom Assassin over here, we're just going to go ahead and hit her with some stuff. And yeah, then we're going to hit the tower a little bit more and then run away before Bane kills us. Doing the same bullshit. Fortunately, the damage over time, 8 seconds, 400 damage, is a lot of damage over a long period of time. You can think you're safe and then just drop over dead. So the one problem here, Bane does manage to get the deny on that tower. I didn't think it was quite in deny range, but I probably should have just kept beating on it and let him kill me, but it's sort of risky. The thing is, like, I realize now that he might have killed one of my illusions. Still, though, it was a pretty good push. Either way, I have to save up for another item, which costs me 2,700, so it's going to take me a long time before I can actually get anything. Now, at this point in time, Bane thinks that he killed me once, so he's going to get a bit cocky. He's going to put that leech on my face. It's going to sap my health a little bit, but it's not ultimately going to do a whole lot. Now, he uses the thing on the wrong person here, so I'm just going to multicast on his face, ×3 jackpot, and then he dies. Like I said, easy character to use, easy character to be. And here, jackpot. The odds of this are actually fairly low, if I recall. ×3 chance is only 20%, and then I get Laguna Blade in the face. So, you know, Lina manages to kill me. She uses her ult to do it, but it works out in my favor because I got like 3 kills, including the same guy twice, so they only got 1 kill. That does shut me down and gives her a lot of shutdown gold, but I mean, still, that's not really enough to deter the fact that that was pretty good for me. And again, that's what's so good about Ogre Magi, this Fire Blast. 145 damage normally, or sorry, 275 damage normally. Now, if I get ×3 multicast, that's over 750. That's 825 damage right there. That's basically my Q is her ult. Actually, she's upgraded, so it's 925. So it's 100 less than Lina's ult. But that's my Q, and it's on like an 8-second cooldown timer. The only thing is that, of course, it's a bit like random. That's sort of A lot of the characters that are better for newer players, I think, are sort of random. But anyway, yeah, we've got plenty of money now, but we still can't spend it since we need to save up for that big expensive thing that we wanted, which is kind of suck because it means that we're going to be going for quite a while with just the items that we have. But the items that we have are quite good, so... Yeah, we got the Legion Commander who's going to go over and help top. I'm going to continue pushing up mid, just pressure it, just to try and keep them from all going up there to retaliate. Because I feel pretty confident that, like, if they show up sort of piecemeal like that again, I can just sort of kill all of them, which I feel like I can. Yeah, Bloodseeker unfortunately kills Crystal Maiden over up here, but Legion Commander is going to get an easy kill on that, on her. And that's going to get her extra, like, attack damage. I don't know how much she's gotten so far. She gets bonus damage for every kill she gets while her ult is active. Over here, we run into, if I recall... Actually, no, we avoid her. No, here I go. Okay. Yeah, I see the Phantom Assassin, and it's just like... another jackpot. You can sort of see why this character's bullshit. Okay, so Lion is going to help out here. And then I'm going to run for my goddamn life. Now, Lina, unfortunately, is a pretty good chase character. If she had hit this, I would have been very, very dead. But as it is, I managed to get past. There we go. And, yeah, this is actually going to go well in our favor. So we get another one of those dual 1v1s. I managed to escape just barely with my life and I start running for the hills, but at this point in time I've got very nearly enough money to get my Mystic Scepter or whatever, which is just a lot of really good things for me because it means that I've just about got my Shiva's armor. Now, I'm going to teleport over here. It's not going to amount to much since the wave's going to get killed by the tower, but, you know, whatever. It's better than nothing. Team on the whole is going to go ahead and just destroy all of the top towers, but... well, not really. They're just going to destroy the one. I'm not even sure if they managed to get it right now. It's a good opportunity for them to be pushing it, but I'm not sure if they get it. Either way, we're just about at the time where we can get our 4 times things on a 12% chance, so that's going to be pretty good for us. Here, I'm stuck because of Bloodseeker. Getting ulted here sucks, but whatever. Still going to come out of it and kill Bloodseeker, and then I'm going to go ahead and ×2 multicast on him, and then I'm going to kill him. And now I'm going to start working on Phantom Assassin, which I just barely don't manage to kill. Yeah. And unfortunately, Lina comes in and interrupts that, so we lose Commander as well. And then we lose Lion because he's actually really underfed. Yeah, so Lina is basically killing everybody now, but... I mean, even so, I got a couple of good kills off that, and that gives me enough money for my Shiva's Guard. So I'm going to buy that basically when I respawn. In fact, I end up buying the component and then running to the secret shop because it's going to be such a good buy for me. But that ends up not being too terrible an exchange for us in a certain regard. I mean, yes, we did lose 3 people, but we also killed a couple of them. So, and more importantly, you know, we killed Bloodseeker, and Bloodseeker's one of those guys that I really don't like getting ahead. Phantom Assassin, I think, is sort of easier to shut down. You just need to get somebody with a Monkey King bar. But... Bloodseeker I find is really obnoxious. Anyway, I respawn. I've got my little paper here that says Shiva's Guard, and I'm gonna go run over to the secret shop so I can get my Mystic Staff. Could have used the courier while I was dead, but I figured, whatever. Someone else might want to use it while I'm dead. Anyway, so once I've gotten this, I'm going to start working on the pipes, and the reason that I'm getting this is that those items combined are going to make me really, really tanky. And being really tanky as an Ogre Magi is just ridiculous. Like, if people can't kill you, like I've got 25 armor right now, that's basically going to make it so that's, you know, people can't kill me with physical attacks. And once I've got the pipes, I'm going to have 55% magic resistance as well, so people aren't going to be able to kill me with magic either. And it's just going to become way more likely that I'll get off many, many fire blasts. It's on a 6-second cooldown, so all I have to do is survive an extra 6 seconds. And then I get to throw off another gigantic nuke, and it's 15 seconds for the ignite, so I'm more likely to get off another one of those. At this point in time, you can see I've got the power tread set to health. I do want to sort of survive things, so that's much more important right now. Yeah, so we're just going to run along with that, and that's going to be perfectly fine. At this point in time as well, like with this heavy armor, I can survive getting into big fights with a lot of them right now. Like I can survive getting into fights with Bloodseeker really easily, and I can survive getting into fights with Medusa and Phantom Assassin. The thing is that the people on their team that are actually getting the good kills and stuff like that are people more like Bane and, more importantly, Lena, so I need that magic resist pretty quickly, especially to resist this Laguna Blade, which is just getting deadly. If she gets some Aghanims, it deals like 3,000 damage. Probably could have killed Legion Commander there, actually, if she'd wanted to. Anyway, I'm at the maximum for the levels of all of my abilities. I should actually have turned on Automatic Bloodlust. It's really inexpensive, but you know, I don't really particularly need it right now for very much. It would have just helped out in a couple situations that I end up getting into. Times 3 on my Ignite against the minions. That's going to make farming this lane out pretty easy. Bane just sort of pokes me with that. I actually regen the health pretty much just as fast as I take it, so it does basically nothing. Like, they're all assembling middle to try and stop me from pushing, because that's sort of how intimidating I am to them. But at the same time, like, they've got Lena, who's very similar to me. She's sort of got some point-and-clicky abilities, but more importantly, she's got that ridiculously good ults, so... yeah, there we go. Anyway, pushing this up, all there is the Bloodseeker now. Everyone else has wandered off somewhere. And I'm going to wander mid. I'm going to try and get an easy kill against this this Phantom Assassin over here. Phantom Assassin is not a counter to an Ogre Magi. She is more of a counter to someone like a Dwarven Sniper. So somebody that you can jump on, they can't hit you back. And yeah, it's just like that. So anyway, my team in general in this game is pretty average. We're not doing anything too amazing. They're not doing anything too fantastic. They're just doing things pretty sensibly. And it's getting us some good kills here now that we are sort of snowballed ahead. But for the most part during the early game, like the only person on the team that was getting ridiculous numbers of kills was me. So like I'm not relying heavily on my team being amazing and doing good jobs here. In fact, they're getting caught down here in a fight that they're going to lose. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then Bane is going to be able to kill Lion because our Lion is really underfed. He's got a Hand of Midas for some reason. I don't really agree with that. He should definitely just have used it before he died. I'd have run up to the Centaur and then just killed it and then died, but, you know, whatever. I can't really go help, so all I can do is try and run down to this middle lane over here and try and stop these guys from doing anything to our middle tower. So... you know, I'm not really doing much to help necessarily either, other than getting myself ridiculously fed. I've already got the Cloak here, which is 15% spell resistance, bringing my total spell resistance up to 40%. You start with 25%, so it's actually pretty good. I'm just auto-attacking away because I'm looking at stuff that I can buy here. Basically, at this point in time, I'm going to sell the Stout Shield. I haven't been upgrading it. I haven't really been doing much with it. And, you know, I'm just going to have a very chance encounter, I think, with... oh no, I was here to save her from Medusa, who just burns to death. And then this guy runs off like a bitch. When do I buy something? I can't remember. Here's Bane. He's like, sup. I'm like, nope. And that gets me another kill. And then I get super stunned and then Laguna Bladed for very little. And yeah, and then we kill him. So, you know, that burst is just very much a thing here. Alright, that brings me up to enough money that I'm going to consider buying the next component of the bell or whatever, the Pipes of Insight. I'm just taking tower hits because I can. Yeah, report Medusa. Their Medusa has had a really rough laning phase in the early game. I can't really blame her, so it's not really Medusa's fault per se, but like definitely not doing anything at this point in time to make things better. That asshole, like, Legion Commander using that overwhelming odds there. Okay, so at this point in time, though, I'm, like, running off because I want to get some of the components for my pipes. I want to get this regen rune because I'm a little bit battered up and I don't want to go back home. And, of course, I also want to farm up all of this because that's quite a lot of that. Yeah, so... actually, no, I don't go bottom lane. Do I? I kind of sort of wobble around like a twat. Anyway, Hood of Defiance is going to be a good item. It's going to show up as the pipes pretty soon. I really should be using Frenzy more. It's at the point where I probably should be auto-casting it. Yeah, the duration is 30 seconds after all, so... it's pretty good. It's a lot of free attack speed. And my attack damage is not actually that bad at 144. Having the attack speed at as high as it is, 232 or whatever, with the Frenzy on, Bloodlust on, it gives you a lot of attack speed, so you end up quite good at killing everything with your auto attacks. Yep. You can just sort of see that being really, really, really effective. And we're going to use it as well against this tower here. Look at that. Smack. Anyway, Bane, I saw him sort of on one of those wards things over there, so I figured, okay, well, I'm just going to get out of there real quick. Just Frenzy up. I've got it on auto-cast at this point in time, if I recall correctly. I don't remember if I get the invisibility rune or not. I don't think I do. I think I ignore it. But I kind of figure it would be more useful in someone like Legion Commander, who can't really gap close as effectively as I can, because all I have to do is like run up to them as fast as I can with Frenzy, and then throw a Fire Blast at them, and if they're faster at running, I can just use the Ignite from a further range. Now this is going to be pretty interesting, because like I'm beating the shit out of this dragon here because I want the money, and you're going to see me basically fighting like a 4v1, which is kind of ridiculous, but it's like a ninja party though, where they each come in one at a time. So first of all, Phantom Assassin's just like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's up, Phantom Assassin? And then I get a times 4 multicast, kill her instantly, and I sort of like am here. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I managed to turn around just in time to not get turned to stone by Medusa. And then I explode him. And then I start beating to death Medusa. And then I explode Medusa, I think. No, she denies herself, okay. Bane denies Medusa. And then Lena kills me. It was very unfortunate. But you know what? I still killed 3 of them by myself. And that gave my team like a lot of time to drive up middle lane and top lane, which they're doing pretty admirably, especially Legion Commander over here is doing a nice job of this. And like they can't really do as much to stop us right now about it. Well, they can kill Crystal Maiden, but like no one cares about that. Without Laguna Blade though, our Chaos Knight is going to be able to do quite a bit more work on Lena. Not going to be able to run her down, unfortunately, because his stun is on too long cooldown compared to mine, 10 seconds, so... yeah, he's not going to be able to do that. He should have actually used his Phantasm. That would have let him kill her, but it's hard to say. Anyway, I am dead for like a million years, but that doesn't really matter. I've got my Pipes of Insight at this point in time, and that's going to make it so that I'm just ridiculously hard to kill. I've still got the 30% spell resistance, and that's not going to improve, but like it's still ridiculously good for everything else. I've also got like Aura Regen, and I've got that barrier, but... I think I forget to actually use the active on it, but I don't remember if I ever have to. So, at this point in time, though, I'm basically, like, immune to physical damage, and I'm basically immune to magic damage. The thing is, like, if I suck a lot of crowd control because I'm not getting a Monkey King bar, that's fine, because that means that a more important member of the party is not going to be able to. Because all I have to do is throw out my W, and I've done 800 damage to everybody. Or, you know, if I am also lucky and get off another Fire Blast, I do anywhere from like 1,000 or just 275, but you know, it's still quite a lot. I could get a Daedalus, but or not a Daedalus. I can't remember what it's called. Either way, I could get the thing that makes me better at certain things. I'm sure. I forget what I actually tried to buy at this point in time, but I don't think it was anything important. All that you have to know is that like Ogre Magi, getting him really tanky and getting sort of a level advantage is ridiculously potent on this guy. Like, I'm level 21 here. Average person on our team is like level in the mid-10s. A lot of them are around level 11, and that's sort of true on their team as well. They've got, actually no, they've got a more even spread on their team. They've got sort of 15, 17, 14 and those guys and then 2 level 11s, but our team's got like 2 level 11s. Either way, Lena still killing everybody. That's fine. I'm going to be able to easily get this tower. What did Lina actually buy here? Like, the thing is, she technically hasn't bought anything that makes her deal more damage with her spells, really. Like, she's just sort of doing a lot of damage. That ult, I guess. Like, Lion's ult does similar amounts of damage, it's just he's not keeping up in levels, so it's not getting to the same level. At this point in time, we should really be moving. If I recall, I actually do move out of there. Ironically, I'm the only one that gets hit by that ult, or that stun, but, you know, let's just walk out of there. It's fine. I get ruptured by, friggin' what's his name? Only get ×2 cast on that, and then I die. But fortunately, our team does manage to clean up some kills off of it. Including Lina, which is good. So they devoted way too many resources to killing me there. All things considered. Like, you just need to sort of consider, like, who they're attacking in the team and what they're building. Because I can tank way better than anyone else on our team. Chaos Knight there unfortunately dies, but that's fine. Like, we killed 4 of them, they got me, and they got Chaos Knight, but, like, I'm so hard to kill right now that it took all their resources just to kill me. They should have really not focused on me in that fight. They should have thought about focusing on somebody else there. Fortunately, the team that I'm on, like, came around and helped with that. And they're just demolishing this tower, which is good. Alright, back to life in over a minute. Good times. Yeah, so in terms of towers taken, we're just crushing them, and things are going to continue getting a little bit better for us as it goes on. Now, Lina's going to start scaling off soon, just because, like, once you can survive getting hit by her ults, for whichever reason, like, if she doesn't have the scepter, it's not necessarily going to really automatically kill somebody the same way it normally could. They had to deny another tower, which is good for us in a certain sense. What the hell am I buying next? I cannot remember at all. I might have been getting my own Aghanim Scepter, because it gives you an entirely new spell as Ogre Magi, but that's not really what I need in this particular case. I kind of probably want even more tankiness, because, like, that just has been working out really well for me. And there's not a whole lot I can do to sort of make myself... Yeah, I think I'm going actually for the Heart of Tarask at this point in time, or a Bloodstone, one of the two. Something along those lines. You know, they were checking for Roshan. He's still there, just chilling out, being happy, and not giving any shits in the world. But they can't really get at him right now since our team is sort of lurking around. I've got my Bloodlust set on autocast because I'm recovering my MP fast enough that I'm not going to be losing out. At this point, I'm just being a little tentative because I don't know where any of the enemy team is, and if I get 5v1'd, I'm going to die before I can really unleash my combo on someone, my Wrath on someone. So, yeah, I got locked over here just outside the tower. I'm recovering health faster than this guy's, like, little Bane head parasite thing. And over here, someone just immediately explodes. Medusa gets caught, so... Yeah, the enemy team is kind of screwed at this point in time. And look, I'm just frenzying everybody. Okay, so all they have left is Bane and Phantom Assassin. Neither of them are going to be able to stop us, so we're just going to do a charge. I'm just going to tank the friggin' tower at this point in time. Like, I don't really give a crap. It doesn't really deal any damage to me anymore. So it's just like, yeah, okay. It would have been nice if I got that, but whatever. Multicast Frenzy on everybody on our team. Just, you're going to run in there, destroy all of that. It's lovely. And I think you can sort of see where this game is going. With the Frenzy on all our team, like, we are extra good at destroying towers. Just ridiculously good buff for that. All that extra attack speed. Very strong. I've got 151 attack damage as well, so it's not like I'm a wimp in terms of damage either, so... you know, we're hitting pretty hard. Here comes Medusa. That's going to rattle around and just hit everybody like a million times, but whatever. It's not going to make a big difference to me. In fact, I'm just taking tower hits yet again, because why the hell not? At this point in time, I'm taking 2 tower hits now. That's a little bit too many. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, you can see Lina over there. Bane doing his thing to me and my brain over here. Brain Slug leaving me completely helpless there. And then I get rocked by a friggin'... And you can just see, like, even when she gets a crit, no damage. Times two was sucked there. If I had gotten like a higher one, I probably could have gotten out of this alive, but what you're gonna see is I die a terrible death. Got another ×2, so, you know, the luck just wasn't with me there. And then she gets that critical for like 1,000 damage. Doesn't actually do 1,000 damage because I had all that armor, but you can see that gave us the time to do a lot of other good things. Lion is finally starting to get a little bit ahead here. Yeah, scepter damage for this guy, he's only a little bit behind Lena's Laguna Blade with that. It's pretty much on par, so if he had been keeping up, he'd be able to do the same thing, but instead he got an Hanamitis and has been using it on lane creeps. Oh well. I'm dead for 1,000,000 years now, which is very unfortunate, very tragic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think much happens for the next little bit, but you can see how things are going in general here. Bane, as you can see, got a Shiva's Guard himself. Very good item for him, but like you compare our builds together, he's got Null Talisman, Arcane Boots, and then Shiva's Guard, and then compare that to what I've got, and it's just no competition in terms of soaking damage. It's pretty hilarious, but you know, he was playing a support, so that's kind of the way it goes. I wonder what Lena's been buying at this point in time. She hasn't been able to buy anything because she hasn't been getting the ridiculous kills lately. So I guess that's sort of the way things are. Upgrading Necronomicon, that's a good idea. It's a good item. Although it hasn't actually done them a whole lot of good in this particular game. Phantom Assassin's gonna probably get away there, I think. Unless Chaos Knight comes to help. I don't think he does, though. Oh no, she does die, okay.
Well fought.
Yeah, Phantom Assassin is not necessarily the easiest character to play. Alright, Ogre Magi, again, at this point in the game, like, you're still doing the exact same thing that you did early game. You're just sort of running up to people, thwacking them with your club maybe, using your Fire Blast and your Ignite, and just instantly killing a bitch. That's pretty much all you have to do as this guy. Here I am just frenzying the shit out of it already. There we go. So Lena over here split pushing the shit out of our bottom tower. It's not going to amount to a whole lot, but they're going to take a tower or two or something like that, I forget. I think it's because like Lena's just sort of given up on life at this point in time. It's just like, ah, screw it, whatever. Just try and push as hard as I can, but here we are. This is going to basically be the game, if I recall. Yeah, this is the game. And that is Ogre Magi. So he's a great character if you're a newer player. You don't have the mechanical ability to play this game sort of at a higher level or with more complex characters. He's very simple. All you have to do is hit people with your 2 abilities, and you'll pretty much win games. Anyway, I hope you found this enjoyable, of course, and as always, I hope to see you all next time.